Welcome, Lynn Kenyon, Live in Montana Real Estate in conjunction with Everything Montana Real Estate. We're here today on a beautiful January day up by the airport in Great Falls, Montana. Derek Johnson, project manager, Hagen Construction. So in our area, Hagen's one top three, you think?
Oh, I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, so they build a lot of new homes. And everybody's dream, I want to build my own house. And they're really building them. So everybody wants to build their own house. New construction's very, very attractive and fun, and people love the idea. These guys have it going on. They've already done it. So you will hear headache after headache when you want to go build your own house, and you can do that.
Yep.
You'll build on somebody else's.
We will, yep.
But what these guys have done, they have this whole subdivision, so they've already got all the pre-approvals. They have the water, they have sewer. They've got everything going on, so that you get to do the fun part. You get to come in and pick out your colors and your style and the floor plan. Do you have several floor plans?
We have several floor plans, but they all can be modified. But you also can bring your own floor plan, and we can build that for you also.
Oh, on one of these lots out here?
Yep.
So you bring your own floor plan, and these guys will build it. We're going to go to two houses today. The loud one here that is just framing. So let's start on this one. Like, when did the foundation go in?
This is probably 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah, so from start to finish on most of our houses, we're 4 to 5 months.
Wow, that's rocket speed.
Yeah, from breaking ground, it's 4 to 5 months. We always put our contracts about 5 months out.
Wow, that is really fast. So, I mean, Great Falls, Montana, ground can be frozen. If you couldn't afford the foundation, do you have it built in then or do you pretty much know?
There is weather contingencies,
yeah.
But for the most part, we get openings in weather. Like 2 weeks ago it was negative out, and now it's 60. So
this one. So when was the foundation poured on this? Let's walk through, just kind of get an idea of what's involved.
We probably broke ground on this 2 months ago.
So you poured foundation,
yeah.
2 months ago. So you've got, what do we have here? What are we looking at for viewers who've never looked?
Right now the plumber's doing the plumbing. The heating and HVAC is happening at the same time. In a week and a half, the electrical will happen. Then from electrical, insulation, sheetrock, tape, paint, and so on.
So insulation, tape, paint. So when are we going to get to sheetrock from here? When could we come back and see that you have walls up in this house?
To be exact, it'll be the 15th is when sheetrock will start. February 15th, yep.
So a month.
Yep.
So you'll see, it looks like nothing.
Well,
you
closer
can't even
to 15 days.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, 15 days.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can see, I mean, you really can't even tell. You put radon mitigation in all of them?
Yep.
So if you're new to the area, this is very common across the country. Radon is a poisonous gas and has been known to cause lung cancer, I think.
Yep.
And so that's a nice preemptive move for you guys.
We put them in all our houses because it's easier and cheaper to do it now. And some houses have them. They have radon when they're tested for it. Some houses don't. So the house next door might have it, and this house might not.
But you just have it as a precaution.
We put them in every house, yep.
And they're not cheap. So when you do it aftermarket, they're expensive.
Yep. And it doesn't, this is hidden. The only place you see it is in the mechanical room versus I see the way they do it after the fact is on the outside of the house. And
yeah, it's unsightly. And you have contractors and subcontractors. Are they employees of yours, or?
We have employees that are our core crew that basically do whatever it takes to get the house done. But then we have a lot of subs that we worked with for some of them 15, 20 years. We use the same subs, and they do, roofing and plumbing, electrical, heating. We're required to have them as subs, siding.
Got it. So this has got a nice view. I mean, pretty location. 5 acres? Is this a 5 acre? Or
this is a 2.5. So we have 2.5 and 5 acre lots.
And so you have a basement on this one also?
This is a basement. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, unfinished basement.
3-bedroom, 2-bath. Is it sold already?
This one is, yes.
So it's sold already, and so they'll be able to choose their colors and some of their finishes.
So from the starting process, If it's a spec house, because we do spec house and custom.
So a spec house is, they don't have a buyer. They just choose, they get started on it, and after it's done, then they present it to the public.
Yep, then we list it. Yep.
So speculative is the spec, yep.
Exactly, yep.
Just so people understand.
Okay. So if it's a custom, you come to us, you go through the plans or bring your own. You can modify the plans. We hash out the details of what you want, any upgrades. Then we get a contract, and in the contract, there'll be allowances. So you'll have allowances for appliances, allowances for lighting, cabinets, countertops.
Like what's a ballpark for appliances? What are you going to spend on appliances in a house like this?
On ours is $5,000.
$5,000 for
That's the
appliances?
allowance that we put for appliances. That being said, in the contract, you can change the allowances. The allowances are basically a guideline. If you want to stick to the contract, spend $5,000 on appliances. If you go over, then the contract is higher. If you go under, then you get a credit. Or if you go over on appliances, but you're under on cabinets, that all gets worked out in the end.
What are cabinets, ballpark? Just what are some examples of some of the allowances?
So $5,000 for appliances. We're probably looking at $12,000 for cabinets. We're probably looking at $8,000 for countertops. Lighting,
Flooring.
I think we're $1,200.
$1,200 on lighting, okay.
Flooring, and don't quote me on this one,
Yeah.
or any
Ballpark,
of them.
yeah.
It's all ballpark. I think we're at about $8,000 or $9,000 on flooring right now.
Okay.
But then
And those are the biggies.
Yeah, them are the biggies. And then, say you're going to do a tile shower, then your allowances would go up because there's no way you can get all your flooring and the tile shower for $9,000.
Right.
So
I mean, you guys are rocking. There's how many people? We just randomly showed up pretty much here on this one. No, not a lot of worrying to hopeful Derek here at Hagen Construction. But I mean, you've got 3 guys already just working, and
Yep.
here it is January, and they're just rocking. He said we can go to this one that's got framing. You have another one that's
sheetrocked.
Sheetrocked.
We got one being painted, and we got one finished, 2 finished, but one's clean and one's not.
We're going to go, so we're going to take off here so you can hear us. We're going to go to the finish. So here's what it is. And in how many months would this be finished, you're saying is?
About 2 months.
About 2 months. So that is just amazing. You guys are rocking it. You obviously know what you're doing. You've got all the things lined up to make it happen. And that's a big plus because you always hear that in new construction, what a nightmare it is to build.
Yeah.
It's never on time.
I've heard people make the comment of, we're going to get a divorce after it and all that.
Yeah.
And in our experience, it's been a pretty smooth process.
Well, you guys, you're good. You know what you're doing. High quality, great designs, good location. So let's go ahead. Let's drive over to the finished one, and we can visit more about some of these other things and actually see what it ends up at.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Lynn Kenyon, we're back now with Derek Johnson, Hagen Construction. So we just were at that house that was just framed 2 months in. It's kind of like you see those fast frames and now we're to finished. And this is same style as the other one, same floor plan. We're standing about where we were on the last one, and look what a difference 3 months makes.
Yeah. And so this garage actually, this is as far as we're taking this one. A lot of them are unfinished. This one we took to insulated, and then the homeowner wanted to finish the rest on themselves.
On the sheetrock and that sort of thing?
Yep.
Let's walk in and take a look from here. So these are going in the 500 range. How many square feet are they?
This is 1,760 with a soon-to-be finished basement, so double that.
So about 3,400 feet, and they're about 500,000.
That's with the unfinished basement.
Okay, so unfinished basement 1,700, finished floor, and about 500. And then an option would be for then you to finish it.
Correct.
If you were going to finish it in this house, what would that be?
It's $52,000 to finish this basement in this house.
52,000. So
and that adds another 3 bedrooms.
doubles your square footage for 52,000.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
Yep.
Yeah, if you can swing it.
And then the garage also is something that's unfinished, but can be finished.
So if they want it, so it's going to go faster if they want an unfinished basement. Are most of the ones in here have basements?
Most of them have basements. Some are on a crawl space.
Okay, so you get a lot more value when you're doing a basement.
Yes.
But look at this, Charlie. So this is beautiful. So is this an upgrade, this counter, I'm sure? That's a beauty.
Yeah, for the allowance that I gave you, we can do these granite countertops.
Oh, wow.
The kitchen layout was picked by the homeowner, which is something that, so we send all our homeowners to specific vendors. And so they get to pick out their own cabinet layout, cabinet style, flooring, paint color, granite countertop, appliances, and so on.
Well, this buyer has great taste with that beautiful granite, the gold, which you're seeing so much, and then the tile backsplash. You see that a lot?
Yep.
Subway tiles.
It
Nice.
really spruces up the kitchen.
Is this an upgraded kitchen or pretty much what you're used to
This
seeing?
is pretty standard.
Wow.
Yep.
This is nice. This is beautiful. High ceilings, nice ceiling fan. What you said, $1,200 in lighting. So you walk in, you've got this big great room, dining space, laundry here.
Master bedroom.
So primary bedroom over here. High quality carpet, nice doors. Let's walk into that bathroom. Pretty standard bathroom.
Yep. And there again, we have the same plan in a few different layouts for the master and the bathroom. So you can choose and move things around. Maybe a bigger bathroom is more important to you, and you can shrink your closet. Because on this particular style, it's a really big closet because that's what they wanted.
See that, yeah. Huge closet. Little commode space. Look at all the lighting. They did a nice job.
And what we do for the electrical is I have the homeowner do a walkthrough with the electrician, and they go through placement of switches, if they want to add any can lights, what they want to do for pendant lights, any upgrades as far as 220 outlets, stuff like that.
Look at that closet. So you really, even though you guys have the plans and you're doing it, you give the homeowner a lot of leeway.
Yes, yeah.
As far as customizing it for themselves.
Yeah.
So for Hagen, a lot of folks, when they want to do new construction, they're just blown away by how to finance it.
What we do at Hagen Construction is once we work through all the details, sign the contract, we actually carry the construction loan. So we carry all the cost of the house, we build it, and then when it's finished, so turnkey, then the homeowner actually buys it from us, and it's just a takeout loan. So it's like, as far as the homeowner, they get a custom brand new house, but they're buying a house just like they would buy any other existing house.
And that's rare. A lot of these guys, you get draws, and it's very involved. It's very, very difficult to qualify. With your scenario, getting a pre-qualification, getting approved from a lender is going to be a lot easier because the risk is lower for a lender.
Yeah.
You guys have, the history and whatever.
Yeah.
Let's walk. Go ahead.
So all we require is a pre-approval letter.
From a lender.
From a lender, stating that they're able to take the loan for the house in the end.
Right. So this is nice. This is really, really pretty. Got some views. You build all over, but a lot up by the airport.
Yeah, we try to stick to the subdivision because it's more efficient for us, but we will build out of the subdivision.
You're traveling all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, if your subs have to move all over, and you and everybody else, I'm sure that costs more money. So here's the unfinished basement. Big stairs.
In the process of being finished.
So this one will close.
This one is actually closed on,
Oh,
and the basement was after the fact.
okay. So here, it's good to see this as an unfinished basement, if that's what you choose. So you've got the egress windows.
Yep.
We talk about that over and over again, the importance of an egress window from a safety standpoint, from a resale standpoint, just desirability. Just having those windows down here
Yep.
makes it a lot more desirable.
A lot of natural light.
Yeah.
Also, the basements are, when they're wired with the can lights, everybody's stigma is that the basements can be dark, but with all the can lights and the natural light, it's
not bad.
Not bad at all.
Do
So
you have problems with water
no,
in basements?
no. So we have a perforated drain tile that goes around the perimeter of the footing, and if there ever was groundwater or anything, it would end up back in the sump basin where there's a pump. We don't have the problem. Plus, our foundations have a rubberized membrane on the outside, so we've never had any problems with water coming in.
Well, he knows what he's doing. You all do. That's why you have the reputation you do. That's why you're in at least the top 3 in Great Falls, Montana. And this is a really nice house, $500,000, brand new construction. I mean, with this room to be able to double your square footage for only about 50 grand. Pick your colors, granite countertops, 2.5 acres. Is that what the
On
5
this one,
ones?
that's on a 2.5 acre lot. Yes.
So if you go 5, how much more does that?
Probably an additional 10.
Oh, so not a lot to
Yeah.
to make it a 5 acre parcel. So this is nice. Hey, I really appreciate you taking the time. I know you're obviously busy with all these guys you're overseeing and houses, but it really helps people because they really don't understand new construction. Like I said, it's their dream. They want to do it, but it's oftentimes really intimidating. So this is kind of a win-win with somebody like you. You get to choose some things, but you have much fewer headaches, much better financial picture that you guys carry them. And at the end of the day, they get their house with their colors and their style, and that's really nice. So thanks, Hagen Construction, all across the state, mostly around Great Falls, but you do a nice job and it really shows. So thanks for your time, Derek.
Thank you.
Lynn Kenyon, Live in Montana Real Estate, in conjunction with Everything Montana Real Estate, so you understand real estate in Montana. Thank you for joining us. So we just concluded, but we're visiting on our way up, and I think this is something important. I know a lot of my fellow agents don't even realize this. In Montana, for new construction, it's a mandatory 1-year
Craftsmanship.
warranty
And 10-year structural.
and 10 years structural. So that's a big deal. To know that, so if you have something, if you buy a house and something comes up, you want to identify those things within the year, because after the year, then you've had your chance. And
Well, for us at Hagen Construction, if somebody calls me up and it's been 2 years, or I've even had people call 4 years, if there's something wrong because something was done wrong, then we fix it.
But in the state, just for most builders in new construction, that year is important to watch, and then 10 years structural. Is that Montana rules,
Yes, I
or is
believe
that
so.
just your guys's?
I believe it's 10-year structural.
Good. All right. Well, thanks. It was important to bring that in because I think that's something people don't understand. Again, a lot of my realtor friends don't even know that's a big deal.
Yep.
Because it's, things happen. They
Yep.
happen over time, and so now you have some recourse. And I'm sure you guys don't deal with that a lot, but it's good that you are there.
It's another positive for new construction.
Another positive for new. So again, thank you for joining us.